All right, ladies and gentlemen, introducing you to this bout on our card, again sponsored by CTBS. We do it in the featherweight division, undefeated versus undefeated. Introducing to you first, standing across in the blue corner, from Sydney, New South Wales, trained out of the Lions Den Academy. Weighed in officially 66.15 kilos. One fight for one win. This is Tomi Micevski. His opponent standing across in the red corner, from the Sunshine Coast, trained out of the Tribal MMA gym. Weighed in officially 65.7 kilos. Also brings to the cage a record, one fight for one win. Give it up, this is Michael Hamer. Referee, third man. In the middle, Mr. Peter Hickmott.
This bout is proudly brought to you by Confidential Tax and Business Services. See the team at CTBS for all tax, finance, and business accounting and advice. Head to ctbs.net.au for more information on how CTBS can help your business. Micevski versus Hamer. Micevski only throwing kicks on the get-go. And he hits that shot. It's almost like a little bit of a flavour from the Lions Den guys. They throw those kicks, they get you to respect the hips, and then they just dive on the hips. It's almost like there's something there that they've seen, and it seems to work.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said at the start, Jake, like the Lions Den boys generally come in like very well-rounded. They don't usually look like just a striker or just a grappler. They do a great job mixing it together.
That's exactly what Micevski's done very early on. He's earned the respect of Hamer, who finds himself back onto his feet. The workmanship in doing so is considerable, because Micevski's just been all over him this whole time. It's difficult to describe what this is like, doing this sort of cage work. It's kind of like lifting weights that are trying to punch you in the face. You can imagine how much that sucks, and that's exactly what Hamer's going through. You can just tell Micevski knows what he's doing. He's constantly compromising that base of Hamer.
Yeah, Hamer did a good job just there, pummeling his underhook back in. He separates.
Hamer just getting back on the jab. Big counter hook from Micevski. Micevski just putting everything into it. That's the beauty of, if you know you want to go for the takedown, you can just kind of wing these shots. And then as soon as they fire back to try and counter, you can just dive on the hips. MMA is 100% its own thing.
Yeah.
If you show that to a boxing coach, he'd have an aneurysm.
Absolutely.
Micevski upgrading, taking the back. Bit of claret on the face of Hamer. Looks to be on the eyebrow.
It looks like Micevski's now playing for the submission a bit more rather than the ground and pound. Looks like he's interested in finishing that submission.
Interested indeed. That looks to be under the chin. Hamer takes away the support hand. It's difficult to see from where we are. That's still absolutely under the chin. He could have changed to a different grip. Oh, and the blood just spurting out of the eyebrow of Hamer. He's got that locked in. He's squeezing. And Hamer just not giving up, just giving himself every opportunity to stay in the fight. That's exactly what he does.
Yeah, great work by Hamer. It just stayed calm there and managed to pull that hand back down.
That's seriously impressive. He had every opportunity to be out of that fight. Like, in Turtle, you can see the blood just gushing out of your own head, getting strangled. Still doesn't give up. Just absolutely does the right thing, stays composed, gets rid of the support hand for the choke, stays in the fight, and lives to fight another round. As we go to our next gen replay, there's that shot. It's so deep from Micevski. Hamer just staying in the pocket. He almost posed for a little bit too long. Micevski able to get the takedown and immediately go to work. Strong round for Micevski. We'll see how Hamer responds. Getting a little bit of attention on that eye, and rightly so. It looks like it can drip into the eye, can cause major problems, but fantastic job from the medical team. Looks like we're ready for round number 2. Micevski versus Hamer. Both boys at 1-0.
Do it again.
Oh, a huge right hand. Hamer's on ice skates. Oh, and another one. He seems to have enough within him to not go down even now. And right as I say that, a huge takedown. Micevski takes him down in Hamer's own corner.
Yeah, great work by Micevski. I would say maybe a small mistake. I think he could have gotten the finish there. Hamer was definitely hurt. But, I mean, to end up on top in this position is a pretty good outcome.
When he's staying the course, this is exactly what he wanted to do in the first round. He's got more of it, but I agree. If he's wobbled, there's always another opportunity to hit that shot. There's not a lot of more opportunities unless you make them to crack your guy and get him that wobble. But he's doing the work. Micevski's going for it. Hamer not giving up. He hears the warnings from veteran referee Peter Hickmott. He does exactly what he asks. Tells him to move, he does that. Micevski now looking to get another choke happening. And even while he doesn't, he goes back to work.
Yeah, he was starting to look a little bit, he was looking a bit spacey there. He almost looked like he was kind of out sitting on his butt, but he looks okay now. He counters with his own takedown.
Desperation shot almost just to get Micevski thinking about anything but hitting him.
Micevski looks a lot bigger than...
Yeah. You're not wrong. He's got that super wide back. He's got those tree trunk legs. Be interesting to see how much weight he sort of cuts, but it is a consideration. We're not just fanboying over him.
Oh, I mean, the man's got a great physique.
But it does, and you feel that sometimes. You could weigh the same, but there's a different density in muscle. There's a different way that you can use that sort of muscle, and the way that you cut weight and do these types of things, it creates a massive amount of horsepower, and that disparity can be huge in a fight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looks like he's got it under the chin. It looks kind of shallow. The angle's not quite there.
Hamer does a great job just pulling that top hand down. It's so close, and he just manages to pull the hand down and prevent the strangle being locked.
Oh, and with the body lock and under the chin, Micevski with the squeeze is able to get the submission.
Let's go!
Man, Hamer did so much to stay in that fight. He did a fantastic job. Micevski just would not be denied. And it hits different. When they've got that body triangle on you and they're squeezing that body triangle and they put that choke on you, it just sucks. It's horrible.
Especially after a round or two of more of the same, it gets old fast.
Yeah, absolutely. We can just see Micevski going to work against Hamer, throwing those big shots, postured up, raining those punches down, doing absolutely everything he can to get Hamer out of there, and he finally does it. As we head back into the cage with James O'Shea for our official decision.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get set to make this one official. We'll get our two fighters to the center cage here on this one. Big thank you to Confidential Tax and Business Services. Put your hands together for both fighters, ladies and gentlemen. Again, another great fight on our card here tonight. But at 2 minutes 30 of round number 2, your winner by submission and still undefeated to the blue corner, Tomi Micevski.